Hi everybody, I'm gonna actually do an IGTV. I haven't done that in a long time. So I decided I wanted to do a video, IGTV, on my lubrication called T-Lube. I think you all know about T-Lube, but if you don't know about T-Lube, it's really important that I tell you the story of T-Lube because I never have really told you the story, and it's a really important story. And number two, because that was number one, number two, I really want to give a lot of gratitude to Sliquid, because Sliquid is the one who stepped up to the plate and really understood the necessity of creating a product for us, for trans men who have vaginas. So let me just tell you this. I met Dean, who's the owner of Sliquid, at, some B2B conferences that I do around, sexual wellness products. And Dean and I hooked up and we became really awesome, great friends. And we just like each other. So anyway, he's like an old school kind of dude. And he just really gets me as a trans guy. And he understands the necessity and the needs for trans products. So one day I went up to Dean and I said, you know what, Dean? I need to create a lube for my community. And he's like, okay. And I said, because there's a thing called atrophy that happens for trans guys. And what happens is, you all hopefully know the story of atrophy, but in a nutshell, atrophy happens when you actually start to diminish your estrogen from your body, specifically from your vagina. And what happens is that atrophy can happen. No marbles, no, we're doing an IGTV, no marbles. So that's marbles anyway. And so that said, what happens is you start to form pain in your vagina, it becomes dry, you get cramping, and for myself, I almost died. Not a joke, I almost died. That is something you can see on my YouTube channel where I did one all on atrophy. So I explained that to Dean at Sliquid, and Dean said to me, wow, you're kidding me. And I said, no. And I looked at all his lube because, we make a lube called Satin, and that lube is specifically for cisgender women going through menopause. And I'm like, that's exactly what happens for trans men, but at a rapid rate, because when you inject hormones, testosterone specifically, you actually remove the estrogen. And when you remove the estrogen, you remove it from your vagina, which, if you don't know, your vagina will not function without estrogen. It's a real factual thing. It's like an engine with no oil. Done. Crack. Blocked. Crack the block of the engine. So he was like, wow, well, why don't you try this satin lube, see how you like it? So I took the satin lube, went home for 3 months. I used it as a daily moisturizer. It's amazing. So I said, oh my God, this stuff is incredible. First off, it's all natural, organic. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. All the kind of stuff I like to really work around and work with. So that said, I said, Dean, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. You already have the product I want. So is it possible that I can just rebottle it and put my own label on it that specifically talks about the need of this, why we have it, and let's call it T-Lube? And he's like, that's a brilliant idea. So if you don't know, many companies in the world do these things. It's called white labeling. You actually take a product that's already on the shelf and you relabel it in order to attract a specific type of person or community. Now I know you guys because I know me, and I don't want to buy a product that says lady product or that says menopause or that's specifically geared towards women. I just don't. So I knew that if we labeled our own product and we said it's for trans men, it's for this thing, blah, 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 that you guys would actually appreciate that because I would appreciate it. And so we did that. We took an existing product, we repackaged it, we relabeled it because it's the exact stuff that you need, but it just needs to be for men. Men with vaginas didn't exist 10 or 15 years ago, so it wasn't something that people even thought about. Even 5 years ago, nobody thought about this. So I'm the guy that says, why are we creating something new when it's already there? But you have to be able to reach our community, and you have to be respectful to our community. And Dean understood everything I was saying. Everything I was saying. Buck, whatever you need to do, I'm there for you. And he did it. He did it. We released this lube 2 years ago. And it has been nothing but a success. We have gotten it into medical offices. We have gotten it into gynecological offices. We are working on a project right now to take it bigger and badder and bigger and badder. Because this is why I believe in marketing and creating products for our community. It's called visibility. When you have visible products that go towards the trans community, people start to recognize the needs that we need are different than cisgender people. It's a fact. Look back there. I created sex toys, or what I like to call genital affirming or genital affirming or gender affirming toys or products. The same as this. This is an actual product that will validate you as a trans man and not make you feel like you're buying women products. This little teeny thing of marketing towards a community that is marginalized, marketing towards a community that doesn't have its own products is huge. You know that as well as I do. And so I want everybody to know in the whole wide world how important it is that every type of community has its own products. If you do not give communities that don't have their own products, their own stuff, they don't feel validated. It's a real thing. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's a real thing. So tonight on this IGTV, I wanted to really be on some level transparent with you. On some level, I wanted to also really talk about something that I haven't really spent a lot of time talking about, because I think it is important for us to all understand the necessity of lube sexually, the necessity of lube as a daily moisturizer, the necessity of talking about our vaginas, whether you're a man or a woman, and the things that happen with our vaginas because of testosterone or because of menopause. You know, the world has always shamed vaginas. If you're a woman with a vagina or a man with a vagina, the world shames vaginas, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm proud of my vagina, and I in no way, shape, or form feel disconnected from it. So of course I'm gonna wanna make products because I celebrate my vagina. And I know there's a lot of kids out there, a lot of younger guys who don't necessarily want to have bottom surgery, or they're not having bottom surgery now, but they might have it later. That's okay, but the time being is things are gonna happen down there, and if we don't talk about it, how are you gonna know how to fix it? How are you gonna know that it's wrong or it's right? How are you gonna know if you have an infection? How are you gonna know if you're actually getting atrophy? You're not, if we don't have the conversation. So, in closing, what I want you to know is this. This product is magic. We are very blessed as trans men to have Sliquid step up to the plate and actually put a product out for us. Do you understand how groundbreaking that is? This is the first product of its kind ever in the world, specifically geared towards trans male genital health. You need to understand the power of that. It is so powerful. These are cisgender people who care about us, kids. So when I hear in this community how we are shaming cisgender people or we are talking shit to cisgender people, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. We will not move forward in the world without cisgender allies. Sliquid is a cisgender ally. Dean, the owner of Sliquid, is a cisgender ally. They love us. Do you know, I want to leave you with one more thing. Every year, Dean Sliquid donates to the Transgender Law Center in the name of T-Lube. That's all you need to know, kids. These people care about us. We would not have these products if they didn't care about us. So after this, if you can reach out to Sliquid and tell them thank you, that would mean the world to me, okay? Because they came up to me, they understood what I needed to do, and they opened the doors for me. So that's what you need to know. I love you kids a lot. Thank you for always supporting my work. If you